Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. A new year, a new Cross-Banlist Cup. As you see, I made some small changes compared to the previous year. There are some good points and feedback, so let's dig into the concept for the upcoming year 2022. The mindset behind it still stays the same. Let the best decks throughout the history of this game play it out against each other. The deck lists normally are real-life YCS/regionals top deck list from actual players. So this also implies we are using the same side deck cards that were used back then. You could see this as an advantage, like older decks having access to more broken, that are now banned cards, while a disadvantage also because, you know, they won't have access to, for example, the most powerful hand traps that we now know these days, like Ash Blossom or Nibiru. Last year, the tournament structure was divided into two parts, mainly looking at the year, of the deck that they were being played in. That was used as the cutoff, pre-2014 and also post-2014. This year, as you see here on the left, I'm not using a cutoff by looking at the year, for example, but I kind of want it to be free. Let me explain. The upper four groups, the Yugioh section, will still have more quote-unquote balanced, most of the time, older decks that, let's say, used to be tier 1 or even tier 0, but are not, just not powerful enough to take on high tier, again, most of the time more recent decks, whom will be put in basically the bottom four groups, right, of the group stage, the Kaiba section. Just like this year, the first two decks of each group will move on to the top 16 playoffs, where, just like last times, a deck is allowed to lose once, but will move on to the left side of the bracket, the losers bracket. Then again, even though that a deck lost, let's say, during its top 16 playoffs, it could still win the entire tournament. So, short set, 32 decks will battle it out against each other. The upper part, the Yugioh section, will consist of decks that are still ridiculous, but sadly not enough to take on, the best of the best. The bottom part, on the other hand, the Kaiba section, will consist also of 16 decks, the best of the best. Hardly any limits, the delicious tier 0 decks that battle it out or will battle it out against each other. Both decks from TCG and OCG are allowed, again, both have their advantages. Last side decks are again possible, and matches like last times are always going to be best out of 5. My question for you, which decks do you want to see in the upcoming year? Like, if you have any deck lists, links to deck lists, whatever, feel free to send them over. You could use like the YouTube comment section, you could send them over on Twitter, for example. Everything is possible. We're aiming at let's say late January 2022 to start things up, right? Okay, so for me that's it. Hopefully, you're looking forward to a new series, 2022, and we're ready for it. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.